Hello and welcome! This is Melskinner, and we're back with some more of the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. We're continuing right where we left off in the last video, doing the Goblin Gauntlet Challenge, where we're playing as a giant rat minion. And we've just gotten 5 stamina from a resting bench. We're going to go ahead and enter the door that we have here. We can either go north or enter the door. And we are incentivized to explore, so we of course will enter the door. And also we get a bonus to the souls that we get if the more kills we get. So the more we explore, the more kills we'll get. The door opens to reveal a small, smelly room. In the center of the room is a rickety wooden table on which stands a lit candle. A very angry orc stands before you. He was upset at being woken up. He draws his weapon and charges toward you with an almighty roar. Alright, let's fight that orc. Alright, I remember this orc being a little bit more powerful than a traditional one. Now, the tough thing with this particular character that we're playing as, or a minion, is the move mechanics are very weird. As a matter of fact, we move almost every time we do anything. So this character is just going to move over here, and we actually have no way of doing any damage to him. So all we really can do is chase after him. And he's going to do damage to me. I can try and retreat, which I am going to do, but we are going to clash here. I have to get, you know, a decent roll at the very least. And we managed to kill him. And the big thing with our character is winning those clashes, because we have a very high skill ability. We should be able to beat most opponents. There are going to be some opponents that challenge us later in the game, but we can kind of take advantage of that now. As you leave the room, a mouse scurries off down the passageway. Okay, let's go ahead and continue to follow the passage. Okay, and again, we're going to enter the door so that we explore as much as we possibly can. The door opens to reveal a small room with a stone floor and dirty walls. There's a box on the floor. Box bursts, I think it's supposed to be the box bursts open and small snakes pop out of the box, eager to bite you. There are a couple typos in the text. I think this is new text too, so. And I think there are, as I mentioned before, there are a couple bugs that need worked out as well. But hopefully they will work on that. So we've got a side slash here that we can hit this snake with. We also sidestep either to the left or the right. I don't know which one I'm going to do, which is one of the unpredictable elements of this character. We'd get a clash though, because this character could have hit me where I was. Fortunately, even though we rolled pretty badly, we did get a... I'm not exactly sure how this character is going to move, but I'm just going to go ahead and do the retreat attack here. Okay, so these characters seemingly move in a fashion where they move either to the left or the right of where they face. A traditional character would face the direction they're going to move into, but this character works a little bit differently. So I'm going to assume this character is going to move into the space because it couldn't move over that way. And then this character is going to move either here or here. I'm going to make the assumption it will move towards me. Let's go ahead and do our retreat move here. Let's do it again. Oh, again, I forget that it moves in a different way. All right, let's move here. That was actually a mistake. Whoops. Okay, let's do our... It's Q to move, so it's going to move here. Let's assume. Nope. So we're going to take this poison damage, unfortunately. I should have realized that it attacks in a diagonal fashion and done the according thing. We're going to do a rush attack here. And it looks like I beat its attack with the rush attacks. I don't know if that's something that we're going to continue to see with the rush attack. Maybe that does land before the enemies get their attack, so I'll have to kind of keep that in mind. But unfortunately, I did take quite a bit more damage than I should have in that particular encounter. Alright, we've defeated the snakes. Okay, so we've got the eastward path and we've got the northward path. I'm going to do the eastward path even though it's going to be a difficult challenge, especially as we have taken some dumb damage there. You follow the passage as it slopes downwards until you find yourself at the corner of a large chamber. A cacophonous din echoes around the hall as orcs in leather armor either strike the post with their swords or each other with wooden cudgels. They turn to face you as you enter. Player, this is an incredibly hard fight. Survive it, and I will reward you handsomely. So this is one of the parts of the challenge where you can get a little bit more reward. This is kind of a tough fight. All right, we could do the rush attack, and really we wouldn't move, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Because I don't think this orc can actually hit me where it is. Okay, so this guy has queued an attack. This one's going to move. He's going to move here, so we could try and finish this guy off, or we could try and finish this guy off. Let's finish this guy off. So we're going to do the retreat attack here. So he's going to move, we're going to hit him, then we're going to retreat. Another orc rushes out and joins the fray. Okay, so this guy's going to move there, which we can't really do anything with. We can follow after him, that's about it. I do have to keep in mind the archers, though, and the challenge they present. We're going to go ahead and do our rush attack again. We can't rush, though, because of the terrain. I'm going to, at this point, even though it is risky, I'm going to do the side slash. That will finish that character off. Fortunately, we were out of range of the bow. Another orc rushes out and joins the fray. Okay. I think this guy's going to move here, so let's go ahead and do another rush attack. All right, this is a little bit of a rough spot for us, but the best way to address this is move here. Because the archers can't attack in front of themselves. So let's go ahead and do the... Let's do the rush. We can't actually rush because the character in front of us, but we'll at least do the diagonal damage. Okay, another orc rushes out and joins the fray. So this character is going to leave. Let's just go ahead and do our retreat move. Okay, interesting. Let's do our side slash. Okay, so he's going to end up here. That guy queued a move, so I can't retreat. Let's do a retreat here. Okay, I queued that wrong. Let's do another side slash. Hopefully we'll end up in the right spot, which we did manage. Okay, so this guy can hit me. I'm just going to do a retreat action. We'll have to clash with him, but I should have the advantage in that. Yeah, got him. Okay, so this guy queued a move, so that means he should end up here. Again, I'm forgetting that the archers move differently. Okay, let's do this attack. Again, failing, because I keep forgetting how these guys move. All right, let's do the rush attack. We should catch this guy. All right, we're just gonna tangle with this guy. Oh, that might have been a mistake, actually, because I just took damage. Whoops. All right, this time I am assuming he's gonna move there. Good, got him. We're gonna have to move forward to dodge the arrow. So I took damage I shouldn't have taken in this fight, but... Oh, well, that was dumb. I shouldn't have retreated into that. I should have done the side slash. All right, I took 4 damage there that I should not have taken, and that's bad. This character is just so unique. It takes me a while to get used to it. All right, congratulations, player. That certainly wasn't easy. 10 souls, yay! 10 stamina, yay! So now we're full health, so all those mistakes we can just not worry about. Okay, so we're just going to do some more exploration here. We're going to go into the door with the battered shield. You find yourself inside a moderately sized chamber and are immediately hit by a wall of heat. On the far side of the chamber is a crude forge, its coals glowing red hot. In front of it, a heavy-set orc is hammering out the dents and a damaged breastplate over the anvil. Here are 2 goblin assistants. One of them is eagerly watching its master repairing the armor, while the other is cowering in fear in the corner. Surprised, giving an angry bellow, the orc armorer charges at you. His scorched leather apron flapping about him, his heavy hammer raised, ready to deal you a fatal blow. The goblins shriek with glee as they rush over, no doubt to curry favor with their master. So this is going to be our first encounter with goblins. They definitely move in a non-traditional fashion. They are going to be sidestepping, I believe, as their main movement mechanic. I missed if he's moving or not. I'm going to assume that he is. So we're going to do our rush attack. So we just saw there for sure that our rush attack lands before their attack. So this is a good way of getting out of damage if we want. Again, I kind of missed what was queued here, and as a result, I'm just going to do the retreat move as I think it's the safest, although I might still eat damage. Okay, so this guy's got a greater skill than me, but I still had a good enough roll. I think this guy queued a move. This guy's going to attack me. I think being in any spot other than the one we're in is going to be okay. We're going to go with the side slash so we can dodge. Okay, so he's going to move there. We're going to rush. Sometimes getting the game to move in the way you want it to, though, is challenging. Let's do the side slash instead. Okay, we'll move here to try and avoid damage. Okay, I'm going to do a rush attack. Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. We didn't actually get to do the move we wanted, but I still beat him in a roll. I don't think this guy can attack me straight on, but even if he could, we can beat him in that roll. And then he's going to move probably here. So there's not a whole lot I can do to damage him right now. We're just going to move after him. Now we know he's going to move there, so we're going to do a rush attack. Got him. All right, we got out of that one without taking damage. And I think I'm starting to get a hang of the mechanics of this character. You've defeated the orc armorer. Especially now that I know that the rush attack will beat, initiative-wise, their attack. That's actually really valuable information to know. Okay, so we've got the door with the helmet hanging over it. I don't think there's anything in here of interest to us, but it still allows me to go in. You find yourself in a cramped room full of battered helmets, rushing hauberks, and suits of leather armor. So that's it. Not a whole lot there. I don't know why they return you over here every time, but all well. Enter the iron gateway to the north. You make your way to the iron gate, open it, and enter the small room beyond. At its center stand what looks like scarecrows made of battered armor. As the gate swings shut, behind you, the training quintains shudder as they activate. These are the enemies that you fight in the tutorial, too. So that's kind of interesting. As well, that they also appear in the dungeon. So both of these guys, they move in a very predictable fashion, and they only have a couple different attack types. So we're going to go ahead and use our rush attack here. As I know they're both going to move forward. The one thing I will say is I think that these posts are different. Like, I don't remember them existing in the game before. Okay, we're going to use our side slash here, but we might eat damage. Actually, the rush attack is the better move because I don't think these guys can attack diagonally. No, they can't. I don't remember these pillars really being a thing in the original game, but that could just be me not remembering. All right, we won. Another 4 souls. Now we have no other choice but to leave the room. All right, let's go ahead and enter the door, of course. We're going to want to leave no stone unturned. The door opens to reveal a small room. The room is dirty and unkempt. A straw mattress lies in one corner, and in the far corner, a flight of steps leads out of the chamber. Your 2 orcs are startled by your entrance, and as quickly as they are able, they fumble around for their weapons. Fight the drunken orcs. Now, this is also an encounter that I think has changed a bit in this version of the game. I could be misremembering, but I thought that these guys worked just like normal, or they were normal orcs in previous playthroughs. It has been a while since I've gone this particular route, though, but these actually work in a very different fashion to normal orcs. So Because they're drunk, I guess. Let's go ahead and do the rush attack here. I think this one's going to move, but this one definitely queued an attack, so it won't be moving. Actually, neither one of them moved. Great. So we just killed them, and because of the rush mechanic, we hit first, then we move. We don't even have to bother clashing with them. So that went very nicely. You defeated the drunken orcs. Climbing the steps, you finally emerge at the far end of a large room. On one side of the room is a wooden bench. So this, we're going to get another rest. We didn't actually need it though, but that's okay. Opposite you is a man-sized creature with a warty face, standing over a smaller creature of similar race. With the whip in his hand, the orc chieftain has been beating a servant who is whimpering beneath him. Now, this was kind of a mirror match when I was the orc taskmaster, but I will point out that the minions you encounter in the dungeon, the enemies that you encounter in the dungeon, they behave differently than when you're controlling them. So that is one thing to point out. You're not going to have the same move, or the enemy's not going to have the same moveset as you have when you're playing as this character. All right, let's go ahead and fight the orcs. And there will come a time where I will be fighting other giant rats, and that will be a very confusing encounter, as there will be several of them. Okay, I can be fairly certain that this guy can't attack me here, so let's just move out of the way. Okay, I'm going to assume that this guy's going to move here, so let's just go ahead and give him the retreat attack. Okay, he's going to move away from us. We're going to follow. We're going to do our retreat attack. We were able to dodge that one attack. I think this guy moves traditionally. But if he doesn't, we'll use your rush attack. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, I'm just going to sidestep. No, that's probably not the best option. He can attack diagonally. So we're just going to attack into him. And we'll take the clash, as I do have an advantage there. And I rolled quite well, too, so... Looks like he queued a move. I'm just going to do the rush attack to guarantee that we get him. Alright, took him out. So yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of this. A little rough to begin with, but... We're getting it down. Okay. So we arrive at a junction, and we're going to go to the east. And enter the door, of course. Open the door into a large room, which must be the orcs' dining room. Sitting around a large table are 5 orcs busily drinking and dribbling their bowls of rat gizzard soup. So let's fight those orcs. Alright, so there's a lot of them, but they're going to be orcs just like what we fought before. So they're not going to behave in any special fashion. Okay, we can go ahead and use our rush attack here. We are going to have to be careful, though, so that we're not surrounded by them. I'm going to go ahead and use my retreat attack here. We are going to get a clash, but we should win this. Okay, so I see both of these guys moving, so what we'll do is we'll try and... okay, we will only be able to hit one of them with that. I still am going to do it. Okay, we're going to sidestep here. I might be in trouble here. Let's go ahead and do our rush attack. Ah, that was a mistake. Ow. Okay. Let's do the rush attack now, as this time it should work. Okay, I'm pretty sure this guy queued a move. So that was damage I shouldn't have taken there. I should have known better. Let's go with these sides. No, that's not the way we want to do that. Okay, we'll just move. Okay. Yeah, we'll do the side slash because we'll get both of these guys in it. We'll have a clash, but we should win this. Unless we roll really badly. Okay, got both of them. Let's do our rush attack. And then our normal retreat attack. Have another clash. Ooh, snake eyes. Did we take damage or did we tie? I think we just tied. That's good. Do another retreat attack as he's going to move forward. And we got him. Problem we're going to have, though, is when we don't have much room to move, the orcs or whatever our opponent is going to be able to pin us in. And that would be definitely tricky. Okay, so we've dealt with the orcs, and I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. I feel like I'm starting to get the rhythm of this character. Because the character has a lot of close-in attacks, though, there is going to be some challenge, especially when we're fighting bigger opponents that can attack from a range or cover a lot of ground when they attack. Yeah, we can dodge out of their way to a certain extent with some of our attacks. It's still going to be a challenging fight, in my opinion, with some of the bigger minions. I think we do maybe better with minions that swarm us, perhaps. I'm not exactly sure what the strengths of this character is. It's just the obvious weakness of this character is that we don't really have much that we can fight at range, and as a result, we might struggle with some fights. But as I said, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.